Hello and welcome to a kind of special episode. I wanted to make this, and not to jump on the bandwagon of everyone now talking about RoosterTeeth shutting down, and all their sort of subsequent channels sort of going under and disappearing. I just wanted to sort of make this is basically just like a small nod to Jeff, of RoosterTeeth and Achievement Hunter and Fuckface and I mean, countless other things. Red versus blue, everything. I wanted to play trucks and just kind of talk about RoosterTeeth. I was a fan. I've been a fan of RoosterTeeth, and this is probably fair to say. I've been a fan of RoosterTeeth since. I mean, I think 2009. I was trying to work this out before I sort of made this video. I was trying to get times and dates that I was trying to get the sort of times and dates correct. I think it was about around 2009. It may have even been earlier, actually, because I think it was around the early days of RWoo. And it was before Achievement Hunter had their own YouTube channel. This was when everything was posted on the RoosterTeeth channel. So we had all the podcasts, we had RWoo, all the sort of gameplay stuff would be on the RoosterTeeth channel. Oh, it's a new truck. Ooh. Is that unlocked? Yes. Okay, cool. Oh, fuck. That looks sick. Oh, no, I don't want a winch. No. Oh, no. I've taken control of this one. Oh, dear. Oh, I'm attached now. Let me fix this. Oh, no. I'm fully attached. I don't want to switch it to any mode. How do I exit? Oh, release. Oh, idiot. What I will do actually is, yeah, I'm gonna be that one. Cool. I'm gonna be this one now. Sorry, yes. I got very distracted then. Yeah, I've been a fan since before all of these branch-offs from RoosterTeeth. I've been a fan since the very early days of RoosterTeeth. And, you know, the news hit me as much as it hit everyone else. It hit me pretty hard. I was kind of I was upset. I mean, in more recent years, I haven't really watched any of the content on the actual main RoosterTeeth channel. I think my big ones were Funhouse. Funhouse I'd stuck with. Funhouse I watched since day one, and never stopped watching. I really loved that crew, especially when they made changes, and I think a lot of people were kind of upset about a lot of these changes. You know, certain cast members leaving, certain cast members being fired, and just in general, like a lot of new faces on the channel that seem to deter a lot of people, and you'd get loads of comments in their videos saying like, "Oh, I miss the old Funhouse. I don't care about the new Funhouse. New Funhouse sucks. Old Funhouse is great." No, like I had none of that. From my perspective, for me, it was still Funhouse. They were still making great content. I loved all their videos, and you know, those are the sort of things that I'm more upset about RoosterTeeth shutting down. I think they knew it was coming. I think the writing was on the wall, and a lot of fans assumed the kind of writing was on the wall for this, but. It's the other channels and the subsidiaries that are really suffering from this, because, you know, on the main channel, RoosterTeeth's views were really low, like quite embarrassingly low. And I think it's unfortunate that when they were under the umbrella of Warner Brothers, it was, I'm going to go that way. Yeah, I'm going to unlock some trucks. It's unfortunate because it sort of falls out of their hands now. This is no longer the company that's run by Bernie Burns and Matt Hullum and like all the guys that we love. It's now managed by a few of those guys, but it's owned and operated by a giant media corporation that in recent news has been pulling lots of, I don't know, just shady tactics, like canning films that are basically fully made, and like, I think the most recent, they obviously killed Batgirl then and there, but then there was also the Wile E. Coyote movie that was coming out. I think it had John Cena in it. Warner Brothers pulled the plug on that, and it's purely for tax reasons. There were loads of, I think there were a few people that had been in it, but also people that had actually seen either clips of it or the entire film or seen screenings of it, and said it was great, and said there's just no reason why Warner Brothers would pull this sort of content. And it was for sure going to be a film that people would watch and people would enjoy. And the same can be said for Rooster Teeth's content. I understand the main channel getting completely kind of annexed, purely just because, you know, it wasn't really a viable channel. It had so many subscribers but so little views, and I can see that for them just not adding up whatsoever. So I get it, but the thing that I'm sad about and the thing that I will miss is Funhouse, and more recently Fuckface and the Let's Play channel. I think actually, like, Funhouse is obviously a big one for me. They were a huge following from, like, well, they had a very strong fan base, and, you know, people like me that had stuck around for, you know, the entire time and through all their changes. That's sad, and that has hurt, because it's good content, and I like that crew, and it just feels unfortunate because it feels like they've just been caught in the crossfire of all this, of Rooster Teeth being a bit dog shit, and being run poorly. And obviously there's so many stories about like a really poor work ethic at Rooster Teeth. A lot of like it had become, from what I can tell from stories from previous employees, and this is all I can base this on, I've never worked there, and just purely a fan, but from what a lot of former staffers have said is that it was a toxic work environment. It had developed into people working excruciating hours to get projects done, there being little to no kind of help from management at all. It certainly seemed like, you know, things just weren't going their way, and it's unfortunate because, you know, all of these people had worked so hard and worked their fingers to the bone, to then be told, no, sorry, not worth it, like, you tried your best but nah. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I worked like 12-hour days and, you know, the payoff's just not there. Okay, cool, you're pulling the plug, and like, that sucks. And I think what sucks the most for me at the moment is just because I had recently just gotten back into Let's Play, and like the Fuckface boys and their podcast and like the regulation gameplays they were doing on the Let's Play channel, I resubscribed to the Let's Play channel because they had taken over. I was like, these are my guys, these are the guys I remember. And I'm not saying that the content on Let's Play was bad. It never was. I don't think anything they've produced on that channel and anything anyone produced for that channel was bad content. I think it was all good. I think I lost interest over the years. I had somewhat outgrown it, and obviously anyone, I can be a stickler for the people that I know and the familiar faces that I like, and, you know, the familiar voices I enjoy hearing on Let's Plays, and, you know, that's to be expected with any fandom, whether it's online or on television or in films. You know, you're drawn to people that you're familiar to or familiar with, and that was what it was for me. It was never anything about the content diminishing. I think the quality of the content was fantastic. It was just not for me, and I just sort of outgrown it, like I said. But I had recently gotten back into that. I was super excited to see that Jeff was basically, he was now becoming more excited. Or he was excited by video games again. He enjoyed playing video games, and because of games like this. This is MudRunner. This is the first MudRunner. I'm realizing I'm coming very off-piste. This is the first MudRunner, and it's games like this that really invigorated his love of games. And in a way, it's kind of like games like this, kind of relaxing games that I enjoy. I need to clear all of these, actually. These are useless now. Oh, wait. I want to remove these because I've gone the wrong way. How do I remove that? No, I don't. Yeah, there we go. I want to clear. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of these ones. They're throwing me off somewhat. Get rid of that. I can get rid of you. There we go. Okay, I'm kind of back on track now. Oh, I could go all the way that way. No, let's go back to the road. Let's go that way. Do I have to reverse? Am I lost? I may be very lost here. Let's just power through. So yeah, I'd recently gotten back into the Let's Play channel. The fuckface guys had taken it over, and there were familiar names and familiar faces, but there were also some new people like Nick, who I wasn't very familiar with, Eric, who I wasn't very familiar with, like Andrew Patton I'd remembered from previous. I think it's like he'd guest appearances here and there, like he was really fleeting in like older Let's Plays, and he'd feature because like Jeff or Gavin had like asked him to join or something, and he would have to do something for them or build something. It was like that was kind of his role, and now he'd become this sort of face of the channel. And it sucks because I started to feel that familiarity with those guys, the same that I'd had with Jeff and Gavin, and it felt like a really cohesive team. And they were really gonna. It really did feel like they were gonna turn that channel around, and they were gonna make things right, and a lot like Jeff basically being in a place where he was falling in love with content again, and making videos and playing video games, and that not being something that he was like drawn away from and didn't want to do, and just wanted to open baseball cards, which was, to be fair, also fine. I really enjoyed that show. But basically, I'm rambling aside, I did just feel the need, not a need, but an urge to really make a video just to say how sad it is that this has ended, but also, I'm really thankful that, I enjoyed that content for over 15 years of my life, and it was, it was a fantastic company. I remember being quite young and wanting to work there at one point, and like, oh, wouldn't it be like, it's like my dream job? I'd love to work at RoosterTeeth, and I think many people had that same feeling. That like, oh, that's like my dream company. I'd love to work there. I want to work with Gavin. I want to work with Jeff. I want to work with Achievement Hunter. I want to work on the RoosterTeeth podcast. Like, I think every fan went through that phase where they like, this would be the place I'd want to work. This is my dream. I've sort of come the other way. Okay, interesting. And yeah, it's. Oh well, no, I didn't want to do that. No. Yeah, it's a shame that it's come to an end. I think the thing that upsets me the most is just the way it's ended. It's not ended because, they're stopping, or it's not ended because, certain people have retired, or, we're leaving the company, so, we're closing down shop. It's like, it was sold to a huge conglomerate that have basically just been skimming the fat for years now. And RoosterTeeth just got caught in the firing line of it, and it's so sad to now see so many people basically just being made jobless by no power, through nothing that they've actually done themselves. Just the fact that a company didn't see any value in them. But this is kind of the world we live in now. I think I do this partly because of companies like RoosterTeeth and YouTube channels like Funhouse. I love making videos like this, and even to be fair, completely detached YouTube channel, but super mega. But also like a large influence on me, just kind of like, but not playing games to be like overly, not like major edit, like I can't even get my words out now. Not in the sense of doing like large scale videos that require a lot of editing, and there's a lot of resources. It's just the idea of playing a video game and having fun, and just kind of sharing that with people, and if people enjoy it, people watch your content. And it's a shame that one of the sort of behemoths of essentially one of the originators of this concept has now just been pushed aside and has to close in my eyes, it has to close in such an embarrassing way. They can't close on their own terms. They're closing on the terms of their owners. It's really, really unfortunate. But that's basically it. I didn't want to ramble too much. I just wanted to sort of get my thoughts out there. I really loved that company. I'll miss it. I think I've seen a lot of reactions online I don't want to say overreactions. That's not fair. I think it's people who are beside themselves because of this ending, and it's like there must be a part of you that saw this coming, because the writing was on the wall, it seemed. But I just wanted to share my thoughts on the whole situation. I really hope that there are a strong contingent of people that worked there that are now going to go out and do their own things. Maybe they'll form their own teams. I think just the most unfortunate things for me are just, obviously it's like any fan, it's a shame that the content that you watched, no matter what it was, whether it was the Rooster Teeth content, whether it was like Dog Bark or Funhouse or Fuckface, whoever it may be, maybe it was all of them. It's just a shame that this is how it has to end, but that's basically it. I didn't really have much planned for this video, unfortunately. It is a bit of a downer, but I just wanted to know that, I wanted to know. What did I want to know? I didn't want to know anything. What I wanted to say was thank you, and thank you as well. Thank you guys for watching. I've seen some videos that have done quite well recently, which is just amazing. Like I do this purely for fun. I obviously make zero money from this. I don't really expect to make any money from this ever. I just like doing this. This is a hobby that I can attest to watching, or a hobby that I've developed over the years, and a hobby that I enjoy doing. I would say purely because of the content that Rooster Teeth as a company produced. And I will continue doing this. I love doing this. And I just wanted to share that with you. But thank you very much for watching. If you really stuck it out this long, fair play. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. I don't know, I haven't really achieved anything in this, but do tell me if you want to see me try and do some missions in this. I just wanted to unlock some trucks, because basically I had one basic truck and I wanted to get a bunch of other ones. So let me know if you want to see more of this. I'll actually do a more cohesive, bit more thoroughly planned out video in this game if you want to see that. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all of the contributions and the comments, and just watching it. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.